Welcome back. After NDA could win only 36 seats, while the opposition bagged 43 in Uttar Pradesh in general elections, there are indications of turbulence inside the UP unit of the BJP. The central BJP has asked state leaders to stop public sparring and focus on the upcoming 10 by-polls. While there will be no change in UP leadership, as some may speculate, BJP has swung into action both in the state and the centre to ensure that the general elections debacle is not repeated. There are signs, though, of troubles at the very top of the UP government setup. Deputy Chief Minister Keshav Prasad Maurya has skipped two recent cabinet meetings chaired by Yogi Adityanath and was recently quoted as saying that no government is bigger than the organisation. So what all has transpired in the last 24 hours? Let's break that down for you. UP Deputy Chief Minister Keshav Prasad Maurya and State Unit Chief Bhupendra Chaudhary meeting Party President JP Nadda on Tuesday. Both separately gave their feedback on BJP's poor show in the Lok Sabha elections. They are believed to have communicated that administration in the state worked against the party. A day after meeting JP Nadda, Bhupendra Chaudhary also met the Prime Minister today. During the one-hour meet, he apprised the latter on party's Lok Sabha show and took moral responsibility for the party's poor performance. While all of this was happening in Delhi, in Lucknow, Yogi Adityanath chaired a meet on the upcoming by-polls. 30 state ministers were made in charge of co-in charge for the upcoming polls. So that means there's about 2 to 3 ministers per seat allocated. But both the deputy chief ministers were not in the list. The big question is, apart from all the factors that have been discussed threadbare so far, did internal fight lead to BJP's poor performance in Lok Sabha? Some sections of the party feel that the bureaucracy in the state is outweighing the party organisation. The bureaucracy comes under Yogi Adityanath. This issue was flagged as reason for party workers not being aggressive enough during the Lok Sabha polls. NDA ally Sanjay Nishad also reiterated this view, saying that many officers in the state are aligned to SP and BSP. Meanwhile, as I said, the central leadership has communicated that it wants them to focus on by-polls with no public sparring. So the big question we asked today with our guest coming up is just simply this. Is it internal fight which is hurting the BJP in UP, and what can they really do ahead of the by-polls and the big state polls? That's coming up.
मैं सदा कहता था और आज इस प्रदेश कार्य समिति में मैं संगठन के वरिष्ठतम हमारे देश के और प्रदेश के नेतृत्व के सामने कह रहा हूं, संगठन सरकार से बड़ा है, बड़ा था, बड़ा रहेगा।
वहीं ये जहां कमजोर पड़े हैं, लखनऊ में और सरकार में ये कमजोर पड़े हैं, इसलिए इन्होंने ध्वस्तीकरण का अपना फैसला टाला है।
देखिए, बीजेपी के अंदर रिजेंटमेंट तो है, इसमें तो कोई कहने की बात नहीं। यूपी का हर आदमी इसको महसूस कर रहा है। ये सही बात है कि संगठन हमेशा सरकार से बड़ा ही होता है।
Dr. Kaushal K. Mishra, spokesperson of UP BJP, and Pradeep Bhati, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, joining us. Harshvardhan Tripathi is senior journalist, tracks the UP politics very closely, and also my colleague Aman Sharma, National Affairs editor, is joining me in the studio. Aman, let me begin with you. Is there a clear case of a rift within the party setup, the party or the government setup? That's what seems to be coming out. But why is there a line drawn between the party and the government?
Well, Shivani, I think the feeling in UP is that though the captain of the team is fine, maybe he needs a rejig in his team, both at the organizational level as well as the government level. So what we could see happening maybe in the next few days is maybe a cabinet reshuffle, because Yogi government has only had one cabinet reshuffle so far. That was also a very small one where 4 ministers were inducted after the RLD and the SBSP had joined the NDA. This was just before the elections. So maybe we could see more backward faces entering the government and from regions where the BJP has not done well in the Lok Sabha elections. That is number one. Number two, of course, the organizational changes. We already believe that Bhupendra Chaudhary, the state BJP chief, has offered his resignation after meeting Mr. JP Nadda and the Prime Minister. So the BJP could be getting a new state chief in the state, maybe from eastern Uttar Pradesh, where the BJP has suffered heavy losses this time. So I think these organizational changes, government changes are very much needed in UP. That is the feeling. That is also the analysis from the post-mortem, I would say, of the result, where the BJP has lost almost 30 Lok Sabha seats, is down to 36, NDA is down to 36 Lok Sabha seats, is one of the major reasons why the BJP's tally is also at 240 seats overall in the country. So obviously UP has been a big setback for the BJP, and obviously BJP wants to put in corrective measures before the all-important 10 bypolls, which are expected to be held around September or October, along with the other state elections. In these 10 bypolls, Shivani, 5 seats are held by the NDA, 5 seats by the SP. So obviously they'll be keenly contested as well. So I think these internal drift, yes, Keshav Prasad Maurya for a long time has been expressing, I would say his angst that, the BJP workers are not being given due respect by the government authorities. They are not being listened to. That may be one of the reasons why BJP workers did not work wholeheartedly for the party in these elections. But going ahead, will Keshav Maurya, his complaints, will they be heeded to a greater extent, remain to be seen. But I think one thing is very clear from BJP sources, that the captain of the ship, Yogi Adityanath, is there to stay.
Yeah, the opposition has of course been taking a lot of barbs about whether Yogi will stay or not, or how there's a rift between Yogi versus the centre. I'll come to that in just a bit. But Kaushalji, clearly there is a problem. But questions will be asked of how something like this can happen in a party like the BJP, where it is actually now spilling into the public domain as well.
Shivani, the result of BJP is such that yes, everybody is finding opportunity, especially opposition is finding opportunity to do something. There is no problem. But yes, if there is some problem after the result, obviously the analysis will be going on. An analysis is a continuous process, and everybody has said in their own internal meetings that what is their feel and what is their finding, why the result is like this. So I don't see there is any problem. It is internal meeting, and every candidate, every Karyakarta has got equal right to express his feeling. And it is inside the meeting. I don't see there is any big issue, as Aman has already stated.
Sir, one second. Keshav Prasad Maurya very publicly said that no government is bigger than the Sangathan. That's a very public statement. That wasn't an internal meeting statement.
Yes, Shivani. Yes, Shivani. Even your promo has shown Mr. KLG from the Congress. He also said that the Sangathan is bigger than government, because it is Sangathan which brings the government. For a party worker, it is Sangathan is always bigger than the government. There is no problem. It is a said statement by Atal Bihari, Advani ji, Modi ji, Nadda ji, and everybody. It is line given to us that Sangathan hi seva hai, Sangathan hi sabse bada hai. So I don't see there is any problem. I don't know why even your promo, Mr. KL Sharma, has said the same thing. So what is the issue? Big issue in that.
No, the issue is that
the result
you
is
are
not up to our expectations.
Yes, that's what. The issue is that you are in power. Your own leaders are questioning the government versus Sangathan. Why? Plus, this is all happening after the BJP fared so poorly that it was shocked by how poor the results in UP were. So clearly all is not well, no?
Yes. Shivani ji, they are not questioning. They are expressing their feeling and their opinion, and what should be done for the it is a corrective measure for the near future in the next election, because in 27 we are going for Vidhan Sabha election. So it is a normal churning process of the party. I don't see there is any big thing, but yes, opposition has full right to say anything, and you also.
Okay. Opposition, Mr. Bhati, are you rejoicing at what you're witnessing as far as the BJP's internal rumblings are concerned? Does that put you in pole position for the 10 bypolls? Mind you, they are evenly split between the opposition and the NDA right now, as it stands on who held the seats currently. So the results will possibly give us a winner or no. But what do you make of what's happening?
Thank you, Shivani, and good evening to all. See, what is happening, as I was hearing BJP spokesperson saying these are all internal matters and everything has been said within the meeting. So let me remind him that whatever is said in the public, it's all there, whether it's Keshav Prasad Maurya ji showing red eyes to Yogi ji, stating that organization is bigger than government. At the same time, if you see CM Yogi ji squarely blaming PM Modi or overconfidence is the reason of the defeat. Whether it's minister in Modi government writing letters, and it's also in public domain stating that what we have sent that substantially our claim of discrimination between the PDA, the STs and OBCs, minorities. This is also in public domain. And same the other minister Nishad, he's also stating in the public domain, and their own ministers and MLAs are stating that there is a rampant corruption within the UP government they haven't seen in last 45 years. So this is all are in public domain. So why we are concerned about of course there could be the internal matter, but when it comes to the public, when Uttar Pradesh public is the biggest sufferer, the loser within this BJP internal fight. Party with an agenda of dividing people is facing division within, and there are so many profound issues in the state that are offering, they are affecting the students, the unemployment, youth, the flood. You must have seen all the areas in the eastern UP, the farmers, the poor. All these BJP is busy in their own power game. Okay. They are just concerned about the people for which they have got elected. So the whole ruckus of keeping the individual Basha intact, this is the only thing the opposition is concerned about. Let's talk about the issues, the suffering of the common people and the population and the livelihoods which is getting affected from so many core issues. So these all issues are in public domain. There are a lot of infighting happening within BJP, and clearly, the biggest sufferer is the public.
You are saying the sufferer is the public because already the BJP seems to be in the mode of figuring out what to do, not just for the bypolls, but even the state elections are clearly worrying them. But Harshvardhan ji, I want to ask you, like, how did it get so bad? And BJP is generally known for figuring out these impending issues before elections, not in recent memory, mostly before elections, not post-elections. But here they don't seem to be on top of the situation, because you look at the rift between the deputy chief ministers and the chief minister, it's becoming very apparent. And clearly that's not a good look for any party or for any government.
शिवानी, सबसे पहले तो मुझे लगता है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी 33 सीटें जीतने के बाद 33 आउट ऑफ 80, इसके बाद इस तरह का मंथन कर रही, इस तरह की चिंता कर रही, तो ये एक उसके लिए गुड साइन है। मैं इसको बैड साइन के तौर पर नहीं देखता हूं। अगर पार्टी 33 सीट जीतने के बाद वो कह रही कि हम इसकी चिंता कर रहे हैं, उनके बीच में इस तरह की फीडबैक की मीटिंग हो रही है, और अगर उनके नेशनल प्रेसिडेंट वो अलग अलग लोगों से, पार्टी के जो पदाधिकारी हैं उनसे बात कर रहे हैं, बहुत अच्छा है। लेकिन उसके दो दूसरे हिस्से हैं। एक तो ये योगी आदित्यनाथ की सरकार ने शानदार काम किया है, कमाल का काम किया है। वो एक चुनाव में कुछ सीटें कम हो जाने से अचानक खराब हो जाएगा, निश्चित तौर पर जो विपक्षी पार्टी है वो यही कहे। लेकिन इसका जो दूसरा वाला पहलू है वो बड़ा महत्वपूर्ण है, क्योंकि बीजेपी का वर्कर ये कह रहा है कि हमें भी सरकार में वो सम्मान नहीं मिल रहा है, और वो आवाज केशव प्रसाद मौर्य प्रदेश कार्य समिति की बैठक में, जो स्टेट एग्जीक्यूटिव कमेटी की मीटिंग होती है, उसमें उठाते हैं। अब केशव मौर्य का अपना दर्द भी है। वो 2017 के वक्त वो पार्टी प्रेसिडेंट थे, उनको लगता है कि उनका भी एक दावा है, एक क्लेम है चीफ मिनिस्टर की कुर्सी पर। मुझे लगता है ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी की टॉप लीडरशिप को डिसाइड करना पड़ेगा, उन्हें ये तय करना पड़ेगा कि पार्टी यहां से किस तरफ आगे जा रही है। 41% ऑफ पॉपुलर वोट अभी भी बीजेपी के पास है, तो ऐसा नहीं कि बीजेपी कोई बहुत बड़ी स्लाइड हो गई है, कोई बहुत बड़ी मुश्किल है, उसके पास वो वोट बैंक इंटैक्ट है। लेकिन हां, अगर पब्लिक में इस तरह से दो बड़े नेताओं के बीच का झगड़ा आ रहा है, तो ये इंटरनल नहीं हो सकता, ये सब कुछ पब्लिक में है, और ये बीजेपी के लिए बड़ी मुश्किल है। मुझे तो ये भी लगता है कि अब योगी और केशव प्रसाद मौर्य दोनों एक साथ उत्तर प्रदेश में रहेंगे, तो ये पार्टी के लिए बहुत अच्छा नहीं होने जा रहा है।
We're just playing out some latest shots of Yogi Adityanath, who's gone to the governor, I think, to invite her for the assembly session. This is all playing out even as he held that meeting, and then there was this Team 30 that was announced as well. But Harshvardhan ji, my follow-up to you before I take that to Aman also about what the central leadership can do. There is, of course, that question of who can continue to exist in UP. I don't think there's a doubt. आपके दिमाग में कोई डाउट है कि यूपी में किसकी सरकार चलेगी? योगी आदित्यनाथ की ही चलेगी, मुझे लगता है। मुझे नहीं लगता कि अभी वो दिन आ गए हैं कि क्या उस पर कोई सवाल उठ सकता है। आप उसका जवाब दे सकते हैं। और दूसरी बात, ऐसा कैसे हुआ कि बीजेपी को ये दिखा नहीं, ये सवाल सबसे बड़ा है, क्योंकि वो एक ऐसी पार्टी है, एक संगठन है जो सुनती है अपने वर्कर्स की, उसकी फीडबैक की हमने सुना है मैकेनिज्म बहुत अच्छा है। तो यूपी में कैसे वो ब्लाइंड साइड हो गए?
देखिए शिवानी, कई बार हम कहते हैं ना कि अगर बहुत कुछ आपकी थाली में अचानक आपके लिए खाने के लिए रख दिया जाए, 56 भोग सामने आ जाए, तो आप क्या खाना है क्या नहीं खाना है, कई बार आप भूखे पेट रह जाते हैं, आपको लगता है कि बहुत कुछ खा लिया। भारतीय जनता पार्टी ब्रांड मोदी, भारतीय जनता पार्टी डेवलपमेंट पॉलिटिक्स, भारतीय जनता पार्टी राम मंदिर, भारतीय जनता पार्टी काशी विश्वनाथ धाम, भारतीय जनता पार्टी प्रयागराज महाकुंभ, भारतीय जनता पार्टी ग्लोबल लीडर नरेंद्र मोदी, उसको लगा कि ये तो सब कुछ बड़ी आसानी से हो जाने वाला है। क्योंकि जब आपके पास इतना कुछ दिख रहा होता है तो वो फीडबैक सिस्टम, वो पार्टी वर्कर का सिस्टम, वो बूथ लेवल का वर्कर, वो पन्ना और अर्ध पन्ना प्रमुख, शायद उनके फीडबैक में कहीं कुछ कमी रह गई, और भारतीय जनता पार्टी अगर उसको समझ पाएगी तो शायद यहां से फिर से नए रास्ते पर चलेगी। नहीं समझेगी, ये जो छोटी छोटी मुश्किलें दिख रही, मुझे कोई बहुत बड़ी मुश्किल नहीं दिखती है। कोई भी पार्टी जब हारती है तो इस तरह के स्वर उसमें सुनाई ही देते हैं, थोड़ा ज्यादा तेज सुनाई दे रहे हैं, कुछ लोगों की महत्वाकांक्षा भी काम करती है। और योगी आदित्यनाथ जाएंगे, मुझे इसमें कहीं कोई ये सिर्फ कहते हैं ना कि एक कयास भर लगता है, योगी जी चीफ मिनिस्टर रहने वाले हैं, उसमें कोई मुझे भ्रम नहीं।
Because opposition has been saying this for some time that they don't see eye to eye, so they're going to remove him.
They have right.
They have the right to do so as well. But Aman, that is the thing of the fact that this usually doesn't happen in BJP even after poll reversals, right? So is the central leadership worried about the public nature of the sparring mostly?
Well, that has been the direction, I think, to Keshav Prasad Maurya and to the UP BJP leadership, that any public sparring should be avoided. The leadership needs to work together for the bypolls, put all their effort in it. But what Mr. Harshvardhan ji was saying, I'll just add to that, Shivani. There is a peculiar problem in UP, and if you speak to any BJP Karyakarta on the ground in UP, they will say that their voice is not being heard by the bureaucracy. In a district, the SP, the DM, the SDM does not listen to them when they go with a complaint. This has been a perpetual thing, and I think this has some way contributed to what we saw the election result, where the BJP worker maybe was not that enthused. Everybody thought, yes, in Mr. Modi's name we'll win with these particular seats, but the BJP worker on the ground was complacent. He didn't want to work with all his heart because he felt the bureaucracy is a different beast altogether. It's not helping the BJP organization at all. So I think that is a major thing which has worked. And Keshav Prasad Maurya, also what Harshvardhan ji was saying, he has had his ambitions. Mr. Keshav Prasad Maurya says he's the biggest OBC face of the BJP. 2017, he had same ambition. 2022, he's lost his assembly seat. Still, he was made deputy CM because he is the tallest OBC leader that they have in the state. But Mr. Keshav Prasad Maurya, and also this result, I think the Maurya camp is saying, look, the backwards have gone away from the BJP. It is maybe time for a backward leader to take center stage, but I think the central BJP leadership will not buy it. I think Yogi Adityanath has done a formidable job as the chief minister. The faith of the Prime Minister in Yogi Adityanath is immense, and I think he will continue very much till the 2027 state elections.
I cannot even imagine a scenario, despite the caste analysis and other permutations, you can't really imagine a scenario where Yogi Adityanath is removed as the chief minister of Uttar Pradesh. Stranger things have happened though in politics. But Dr. Kaushal, how has this happened? How is it that your worker is feeling unheard in the state of Uttar Pradesh, and your own leaders are saying the bureaucracy is not working for us? In fact, they're saying they're loyalists of SP and BSP.
Shivani, what I feel, and probably it is true, that every Karyakarta, when their party is in power, they feel that everything should happen according to their choices. But it is a true spirit of a law and order that administration is working fearlessly and fearlessly for every citizen, whether you are Karyakarta to BJP or you are a normal citizen. And that is why this main complaint is highlighted by our friend Tripathi ji and Aman ji both. But you see, there is a rumors about Yogi ji and Keshav Prasad Maurya ji since the inception of the BJP government in Uttar Pradesh. On 2nd December 2020, to Akhilesh said, "मेरे 100 विधायक ले जाओ, मैं तुम्हें chief minister बना दूंगा." So they are just finding out opportunity, and there is nothing else. And in the public forum, what happened today morning in the Congress, that Rashtriya President, national president of the Congress party said to her worker that जूते से मारूंगी, इसी वक्त बाहर निकाल दो. This is happening in Congress. What you are saying, And one more thing, Keshav Prasad Maurya ji has just tweeted around few hours back, party मजबूत है, संगठन भी मजबूत है, पीडीए धोखा है और धोखे में किसी को नहीं आना है. तो this is clear cut, it's just a churning of post-election analysis which is coming out to the public, and it is good for Bharatiya Janata Party and Uttar Pradesh and our country.
Well, I do remember when we talk of bypolls, I do remember that before the last assembly elections or the Lok Sabha elections as well, BJP actually lost some key bypoll seats in Uttar Pradesh, even in Gorakhpur, if I remember correctly, which was the Chief Minister's constituency. And a lot was made out about the Mahagathbandhan at that time. So bypolls don't always indicate where the actual results of a state poll may go, just like they don't indicate for the general elections as well. But that aside, Mr. Bhati, last final 30 seconds to you. Is the SP also a little bit too overconfident about reading Lok Sabha results into state election results?
No, Shivani, I don't think each election is different, and the next election which is coming, we're taking the election on election basis. But before that, I have heard a lot of rosy picture has been painted about UP and the Honorable CM, current CM of Uttar Pradesh. These are hollow praises, will not going to effect, because whosoever has seen the Uttar Pradesh governance, that lack of governance, the paper leaks, the unemployment, the farmers' situations, these kind of safety and security they are talking about, the whether it's women or any other social fabric, or everybody has been is really disappointed from the way the BJP is governing the Uttar Pradesh.
All right.
At the same time, there are a lot of infighting happening. People of this state are really fed up with this. They want real governance, and what we have seen, the poor are becoming poor. The Uttar Pradesh state is second last in per capita income. The growth is much less than what Akhilesh Yadav ji government.
All of these issues will be discussed, of course, in the run-up to the state elections. But poor performance of the government was not really cited as one of the reasons why the BJP may have done badly. Is that also one of the reasons? Of course, we'll continue to look at that factor as we move towards election mode in UP. A big thanks to all of our guests for joining us. That's a wrap from me on Plain Speak. My colleague Rahul Shivshankar is joining you with the hard facts.